3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Ooh, welcome to the Mac Media Show, everyone. My name is Mac.
And I'm Ree.
That sounded good.
I
That's
am.
better than usual.
I am Ree.
And we are the two that review for you, America.
That's right.
We
are.
have the $1 Million Listing Talk Show. This is the official review show for $1 Million Listing New York, Los Angeles, previously Miami and San Francisco,
Yes.
but it got canceled.
Right.
This is episode 5 of $1 Million Listings season 6.
I believe it is.
All right, it was a good one. We watch it every week on Bravo, Thursday nights, 9/8 Central. And then we talk about it on Fridays.
That's
and
right.
we record a show, and we have about 40,000 people. Well, 47,000 people.
Oh,
Maybe 49,000 people.
it's increased.
At McKinnon Maddox on
Oh.
Twitter.
Did
And
some
we-
family members pick it?
family members. Hashtag
I'm just kidding.
MDLNY. And that's how we use, that's the hashtag we use to communicate. All right, Ree, what'd you think about this week's episode?
I think it's getting better.
Do
I
you?
like it. I enjoyed it.
Well, I thought Steve Gold running into more problems.
Oh,
Major problems. I tell you, he's had some tough times. Also, Michael Lorber, as weird as I
I
remembered him,
know he came back.
as weird as I remembered him.
Well, Frederick said we did have some, clashes when he was working. But then he said, but now we're really good friends.
I would assume that he doesn't have many friends.
He's a little different acting, isn't he?
He's a weirdo.
He's kind of odd.
He is.
But Frederick thought he was going to buy a whole floor, and he was up there and he showed him everything, and he said, "My client can't afford a whole floor; he wants half a floor."
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, let's call him and let's bring him up."
Yes,
I thought, okay, you're talking going from 7 million to 20. I don't think you can talk him into that. And
But you try.
but he said, I like him, and he's well, of course, he's not going to say anything ugly about him. His dad's his boss.
That is the catalyst for his friendships with anyone.
I think it has something to do with it. Did you hear the joke he told?
It was a horrible joke. And it was not funny.
And he said, he's just really nice. Just sometimes he's odd.
Yeah, Frederick was careful.
After he told that little stupid joke.
He was careful.
It
no
was
doubt.
funny. Yeah, it was funny. But,
That guy is a weirdo.
well, he did buy one of the floors, though, the half floors.
He bought a half floor, yeah.
Yeah, he got half a floor for $8 million.
It amazes me that those prices in New York are that way. I was looking at Ryan's listing this week.
I know.
You get a little 700 square foot apartment in Chelsea. Mm-hmm. Although the one that he ended up buying was bigger and it
You
was
talking
nice.
about Nick?
Yeah, Nick was his client.
With the fat Jew?
Fat Jewish. Get it right.
Oh, is he fat Jewish?
Yeah,
I'm
it is
sorry, I
incorrect.
don't watch him. I thought he was a silly
You say the full
thing.
It is Jewish, the fat Jewish.
Okay.
What was his hair called?
Hair erection.
Hair erection.
Or Humacon?
I didn't hear that one.
Heracon or something like that.
Are you making that up?
No, he said he called it Heracon or Humacon, sort of like what was that thing called? Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
And then he said hair erection or something.
I like that.
Because Ryan said, I like your hair. It's black and white,
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, salt and pepper. And he said, I wonder what my hair would look like that or something.
Tell you what, he was kind of a jerk to Ryan.
He was.
Didn't
He was
like
a
it.
little, I don't know.
Didn't like it.
I didn't care for him. I'd never watched him anyway, but
Personally, I'm glad that Ryan did not pull the seat up for him. He made the fat Jewish climb through the middle of two
that's
seats.
right. He is called Fat Jew. So
He's a fat Jewish
make you feel comfortable.
guy. Yeah, don't
But-
pull that seat up for him.
Anyway, it was funny. I was glad he, was gone when he showed Nick that property.
So originally, he showed Nick 3 properties. You remember that? Mm-hmm. They were tiny, and
well,
you're paying
but
$3 million
Nick had
bucks.
said he wanted $2 to $3 million
Well,
in
sure.
the budget.
But,
okay.
but is that not incredible?
Oh yeah, it's hard to believe you for that kind of money
For
you
a
get
700
that little bitty place.
It's
yeah.
like claustrophobic.
Yeah. Well, he upped his budget. Did you notice that? He went to $4 million.
He did.
Yeah. He
He
got him
did.
a nice place. Did you see
I
that
like the
windows
place.
tilting out?
That's right.
Or the doors or whatever it was.
I thought that
I'm
was
not sure.
great.
Isn't that neat?
I would have bought that place.
That
in a
was
heartbeat.
cool. That was a nice place.
It was.
I'll give him that.
And he got a lot. I mean, that was a big space for $4 million. That big old
Yeah.
outdoor space.
It was nice.
I liked it.
I wonder if is his name Josh, the fat Jewish
The
guy?
fat Jewish, yeah.
Wonder if he's gonna like it when he comes back.
Oh, I'm sure
He had
he
to get
will.
his opinion.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I was
believe
glad that it went to voicemail so he could
so
make his own
funny.
decision.
It was so funny. I thought Ryan was going to grab the phone and say, "Hold it."
Well, he didn't need his opinion anyway.
Well.
No, he just didn't. But
Did you see that? Oh, did you see that naked butt cheek photo of Ryan?
Yes.
How about that?
I didn't remember him doing that. Do
He
you
like-
remember that?
No, I don't. I never saw that.
You know, the only one I remember is that building. When he went on that building, you remember, and did he and some girl, or he had
I
two.
do remember that. Had
was
the
it
models.
him or was it?
No, it was
they had
not.
models.
Was not him. Had
and
the
they
models.
were put on that side of that apartment building or something.
yep, I
And
remember
that was
that.
real controversial.
Uh huh.
But I don't remember the one of him in the apartment like
No,
that.
I don't either. That was odd.
He looked really good. I mean, he looked really
Okay.
buff. I mean, I
Well,
don't remember him.
I just remember seeing a blackout in my mind and being traumatized and
I was shocked.
forgetting it.
So he looked him up on I guess it was 2009, so he looked him up on the internet. I think he said that was 2009.
Yeah, could have been.
I don't know. I don't even remember that.
That was a long time ago.
Anyway,
but
yeah.
I was shocked,
Yeah.
and I thought that needs to get off my TV immediately.
I just couldn't believe he did that. I don't remember that, but I can't believe he did
I
that.
had to look around me to see who was watching me as I watched television, make sure nobody was seeing.
He was funny.
All right.
Anyway.
That was weird, but I wonder where did they originally look for a place for Nick? Wasn't it in a certain area? He wanted to be down
He wanted to be in Manhattan.
Manhattan. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. And there were certain areas or neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and I can't remember where.
He ended up in Chelsea, didn't
but I
he?
wonder if they went outside of those.
Oh, West Village. There was
Okay.
something in the West Village.
Which can you remember? And then we'll move on. But can you remember if Chelsea was in that list of? Is that considered Manhattan? I don't know.
You know what? I can't remember.
Well, anyway, my thought was maybe because the space increased so much on that place, the $4 million, that they went a little outside of the territory that he wanted to be in
They
order
may
to,
have.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they may have, because I don't remember.
Well, anyway,
I don't remember.
I wouldn't have thought that the jump between 3 million and 4 million
Yeah.
would have been that big of a difference.
Oh,
Because it was like
though,
3
wasn't it?
times the space.
Well, I think he was it 3? I thought he was going from 2 to 4.
Oh, I don't know.
But it
No.
was a big difference.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I thought that's odd. $1 million shouldn't be that big of a jump, which made me think maybe they went outside the neighborhood a
They may
little bit.
have.
But
The
anyway,
magic of television.
they never mentioned that though, did they?
No.
Okay.
No, never did say.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I
Yeah.
thought, man, a great place in New York, $4 million. That place was good looking.
You know, it's only 2 bedrooms, though.
Yeah, it's kind of
2
weird.
bedrooms, 20-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Isn't that weird? But great outdoor space.
Pivoting glass wall.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
what they call it. Isn't
You
that
know what it
wild?
looked like? Looked like they had converted like a parking garage into a home almost.
Wow.
I mean, it just reminded me
Hadn't
of that.
thought about that,
I
yeah.
doubt it, but it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's a big space down there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Interesting.
Frederick's got the big building, Madison Park
Oh,
Avenue.
gosh, yes.
Is that what it's called?
Madison Square Park
Madison
Tower.
Square
or something
Park
like that.
Tower.
Yeah.
He did exactly what he needed to do with these Instagram influencers.
That was pretty interesting.
Absolutely.
He's kind of before his time. You remember when he did that in the bathtub? When
Well,
Instagram was not even really heard of.
That's right.
And he did that in one of those places. Do you think he's as successful as they make him look on this show? Do you think he ever runs into anything that he can't sell or he can't get done? I mean, when you think about it,
I know
he
it.
gave him all the floors.
Yep.
I mean, gee, Maniti, look at Steve Gold.
I know it.
Look how Steve's doing.
I know
Steve's
it.
been in real estate 10 years.
Right.
I mean, what's the difference?
I don't know.
I
think Frederick has had some good momentum for the last few years. When we first started, he was having some of those problems when we watched the show years ago.
I don't remember him ever having any
Well,
problems.
he had smaller listings,
Well,
and he
that,
had
yeah.
deals fall through, and he had like in he had a Brooklyn building with some lady developer.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
and he couldn't
he
sell
did
it.
keep running into Yeah, you're right.
He couldn't sell Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And that was last year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different area, so I excuse him for that. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, he doesn't have near the problems that some of these other guys have. Ryan has some problems, but Steve has really had some trouble this season. Golly,
Steve kind of reminds me of Luis. I mean, Luis always had those kind of problems.
That's correct.
That they didn't seem to have.
Yeah.
That Ryan and he. I guess Amelia doesn't really want to be on the show this year. She's kind of backed off, hasn't she?
Yeah, she
They don't
hadn't been-
show her at all.
Well, yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know what that would be about.
She had her fill of it, I guess, with the wedding.
Maybe she was a star for a little
yeah.
while.
Yeah, she was. She
Yeah,
was on
isn't
there
that
all
cool
the
to have
time.
your wedding taped on the TV show? That'd be great. That'd be cool.
I don't want that.
You don't want that?
Nah.
Oh, come
They
on.
did Frederick's too, remember?
Yeah. What do you think about Frederick going to church?
That is different, isn't it? I think that's kind of cool, though.
Well, I think it's cool. I immediately thought of a Southern Baptist church that would probably not be so accepting of him. as a gay man and wanting children.
Yeah.
And I just thought maybe the differences between a Southern Baptist church and a church in Connecticut. But I guess it depends on the church regardless. I mean, there'd be churches in the South that would accept that. But anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that
I wonder
point.
what the church was.
I love
never
it.
could get the name of the church.
I'm glad that
I
the
don't know what it
pastor was so welcoming.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any church discriminate.
Yeah, and it was interesting because he said they're trying again to have a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and going through that again. So, I think it's neat that he has bought that property and gets out of the city so that you can kind of decompress. I mean, at least you get up there and it's quiet and it's calmer. And
I just feel like he's smart. He's very
he
well-rounded.
He must be.
I mean, he's very diverse.
Yeah.
He's got interest in art. He's got interest in music.
Yeah.
He's got interest in selling. He's got interest in not selling and decompressing and being spiritual and being, very
I wonder
well-rounded.
if he reads a lot. You think he reads a lot?
I don't know.
I wonder if he does.
I don't know. Just because you write a book, I guess, doesn't mean you have to read.
I would think he probably does. Just trying to stay
You think so?
caught up. I just think it's neat that he's always open to change.
He is.
That sort of, they say that's the only consistent in life is change. So I think that's cool the way they sat around the table and they brainstormed, and he has a social media guy saying we need to hit these people to pick up their numbers. And, I thought that was kind of cool.
Well, he's a good manager, too. He,
Mm-hmm.
he'll think big picture. He says, okay, look, we've got 20,000 followers on this account. How do we get to 10 million?
Mm-hmm.
And he puts his team in charge of answering that
I
question.
think that's so neat.
That's a good role for him.
I think it is too, and I think he's. I would think he'd be fun to work for.
Yeah, I thought it was great. They had if you didn't see the show yet, they had all of the biggest Instagram influencers in New York, that have, million followers, 500,000 followers, big following. They take pictures of the city, and he wanted to give them the opportunity to take the view of the city from this building. And, of course, they tag the building Instagram account on Instagram, so they get all the followers. And he had probably, it looked like at least 30.
Yeah.
And maybe more.
Oh, there's a bunch of people in there
that were taking photos at this event. And
oh, yeah.
that goes out to, 50 million people, and that is unbelievable marketing wise.
No, it was. That was smart.
It's free.
And I think it worked because he sold something.
Yeah, he sold a few half floors and he sold one full floor.
Right. He did
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Good question here. I want your thoughts on this. Okay. The developer's name of that building, who's that?
The developer's name?
Yeah.
Bruce Eichner.
All right, Bruce. Yeah. He tried to take credit for that sale.
Yeah, I know.
That sale.
I know.
I thought that was odd.
Yeah, and I kept thinking, well, he, has he said if I sell it, you're not getting a commission? I thought that was the problem. And he said, it's not commission, it's in the contract. I'm going to get that. It just hurts me because I have worked on it so hard, which is true. He had brought it to the attention. I think the man was just kind of taunting him a little bit.
I don't get it. I mean,
I just think he was just taunting him a
Frederick
little bit.
showed the listing, though, and then the guy called the developer, which at a price point like that, why not work directly with the developer? I mean, you have the right to do that.
Yeah. Well, that's what he did. He was just kind of taunting.
You think he was kidding around?
Because he said, he was making a point that he hadn't sold a full floor yet. And that's what he was taunting him about, And then he came up and said, I sold one, which was cool.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I don't know.
Oh, I think it was just kind of
I didn't feel that way.
Being on TV.
I thought he was really saying, taking credit for it. But maybe not.
Well, he may have.
I don't know. It kind of frustrated me. I thought, darn, that's ridiculous.
But Frederick had done all the advertising. Frederick had met with the guy anyway, so it didn't have anything to do with. I mean, just because he goes to that, he probably knew the developer, We don't know all the backstory,
Anyway, I thought that was weird.
I think it was just kind of for TV.
Well, at least Frederick then was able to say he sold one.
Yeah, for $19 million.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Just like that.
To a Greek shipping family.
Yeah.
And that sounds like the Onassis family. Gosh, do you believe that?
Pretty wild.
He sold 2 full floors and 5.5 floors. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Something like that.
$41 million.
41 so far.
$41 million, man.
And he's got 2 penthouses. And
he could just do this, and then he could just retire for the year.
Oh, he could have retired 3 years ago.
I wonder when he's going to really maybe give it up.
You're right. He could retire anytime.
Yeah. Or just work a certain amount per year and then go live in Connecticut. That's a beautiful house.
Mm-hmm.
That house is built like what we like.
You like a traditional home?
I
Is
do.
that what you're
It's
saying?
built like that. Yeah, I remember when they showed it. It was real traditional. I just loved it. I thought it was beautiful.
Okay.
Good place to go.
Well, Ryan did well. Got Nick's listing done, and
I tell you, Steve is having a hard time.
Yeah,
like you
Steve-
said, his friend, he's a interior designer.
the
or
interior
something.
designer, yeah.
And that guy's really giving him a hard time.
Well, he really wasn't until the open house.
Yeah, but can you believe he did that?
Well, I'm shocked, and I'll tell
terrible.
you, that looked really brutal. I mean,
That was terrible.
That argument that they had did not look staged in
Well, I don't blame him
at a
to
bit.
come in like that. And after he sent all this stuff out, I mean, I can't believe the guy didn't say, just go ahead and do it. I'll go to a hotel, right now.
Yeah, which is kind of odd
Yeah,
because
that
I
was
thought
weird too.
it's 2 hours, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let him bring the
What's the
people
big deal? He
through.
said he'd been up for 72 hours or whatever.
Yeah,
And he wouldn't get the dogs out of there. I mean, I don't know if he's going to ever have a chance to
he's
sell
up
it.
72. He might as well be up 74.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, or go get a hotel. Just go to a hotel until he gets through.
I totally didn't understand that. And,
I didn't get it
it was so odd. I thought maybe that was staged because any normal person would say, no, let him,
Well, I mean, what was
bring
he
him
gonna
through.
say?
Come on through. It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, it seems like
Any
they would.
normal person would have done that, which makes me think maybe they did that just for TV. But the other side of me says, man, that looked real. That I mean, they
to
were getting red in the face, yelling at each other, and I thought, wow, that's tough.
Yep.
And I don't know if he'll lose it or if he'll come back and persevere and be persistent about it and have an open house later. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I hope he ends up being able to sell that place, and I think he'll sell it for a record. At least I think that's what his goal is.
You think he will? Because he had some people come in there and they were saying around $850.
I think he'll find that one special buyer.
I hope he does.
That's his goal because I see what he's doing. I mean, he doesn't want to take that listing for $800,000 because he doesn't get a payoff if he sells it, and he knows he can sell it at that. And that's what he told the guy.
He
what
had one
he
2
wants.
floors down, didn't he? He sold 1 2 floors down for 1 point something.
That's right.
So I mean, it's right there.
Well, that's true. But I think also his play is I'm going to sell this thing for a record, and then I'll get everybody in the building that will sell theirs as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he gets all the referrals, and that's what he was talking
That's
about. You
not a
get
bad
10 new
idea.
listings from one listing.
That's not a bad idea.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I want to see him do something, with Ian. He did sell it, that place that he, went back and forth with him. It's like he just seems to have so much consternation trying to sell something.
He's had some problems.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's cyclical and you go through that. Certainly Frederick doesn't seem to.
I know. That's
Ryan,
what I mean, and Ryan
Ryan's
doesn't seem to
pretty
either.
good too. They might have reached a level where it's, based on momentum. When Steve's still trying to grow his business,
Yeah,
and he's
still
one
kinda laid
guy,
back.
and he doesn't have a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, that's true too.
I think it makes a difference.
That's true.
Luis was also
Yeah,
independent.
I was fixing to say that's kind of what Luis was going
and I think
through
when
too.
you're an independent, you just have more problems like that.
Oh, you can't afford to get as many things going, I guess, because you're one person.
That's right.
But he, I want to see him do well. He said he did $100 million last year, so that's pretty well.
He did.
But Frederick, I think he's got a man crush on him. I think he likes him.
And did you see Frederick?
Yeah,
He was getting all flustered.
Yeah, I know. And he was showing his face, and he just smiled at him.
Steve's playing him,
I
wasn't he?
know, he sure was. He was funny.
They showed a preview of Steve on a date next week, and she
I
didn't.
know.
She didn't look too impressive.
I don't think he was impressed with her. He kind of
think
looked
so.
like, what?
And he's thinking, this one's
Yeah, I
this
know.
one's a real winner.
I hope he finds somebody nice, though. He's a nice guy.
No, he will.
He's a nice guy.
He
I
will.
think that's neat. What you think about Bradley Cooper, his driver? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He wants to get his license.
Well, of course, doesn't everybody?
Well, I guess if you're driving around somebody that's selling that kind of stuff, they think if they get their license, they just start making money.
Well, I mean, you kind of do. I mean, if you
Well, I don't know. I don't
look
know.
good and can sell slightly, I mean, you're going to luck out and get some listings. I wonder about Bradley Cooper. He seems like maybe he has orchestrated this.
I know. That's what I was
You
thinking.
know what I mean?
too.
He picked this guy
know.
because he wants to
And the
sneak
name.
into the business
And the
and
name.
copy and replicate. We'll
Yeah.
see. He's good.
It's kind of
He's
interesting.
got the look.
Yeah, he does.
He
Definitely.
had the look.
Definitely.
And, he can probably talk too. So we'll see. Maybe
What'd you
he'll-
think about Kenmare? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he's
Kenmare?
trying. I think they would.
75 Kenmare.
That's Frederick's building, and Steve's trying to get a listing in it. Or sells. He wants to get in the building to sell them. I don't know.
Did Frederick say he had the whole building?
Well, Frederick
he
is in
does.
charge of Yeah, selling the building.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so, of course, he's connecting with brokers to get people that sell downtown to sell those listings. So
what's Steve trying to do? Is Steve trying to get listings in the building, or is he trying to buy one?
He wants to bring his people through, have them look at the apartments.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So they're not on the market yet. So he wants him to let him go in early. I see what you're saying.
Wants to get in early before everybody else.
I got kind of confused on that. Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure if he was trying to get listings like to sell himself, or what he was trying to, or if he was trying to buy a place in there for himself, or I wasn't sure.
Sounds like it's an exclusive building.
Yeah, it did.
High price point. Mm-hmm. He wants it in his portfolio.
Okay.
To say that I sold people and I was in Kenmare before anybody else,
Yeah.
Maybe that.
That's that Lenny Kravitz building.
Oh, yeah.
Where the team of his decorators went in and did. It's supposed to be real exclusive downtown. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, and he's trying to solidify himself downtown, which is why he's trying to get Dallas.
That's right. He sure is. Because he says to Frederick, that's where I sell, is downtown. So
I think he'll eventually get in there.
You think he sells to any big name celebrities like, Frederick talks about?
I don't know. I wonder what his. I don't know. I noticed these Ryan and Frederick are getting the big celebrity people names now. People are trying to get on there to get exposure.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So we'll see what.
That's okay.
I hope Steve grows his business some and continues to.
Me too.
I don't know. It's kind of like Luis. He might flip to another career soon after this.
I want to see him do well. I think he can do really well. He's done well. I mean. But without having to get a team and, compete that way. Mm-hmm. But he's done well.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good show. I liked it.
Those are my thoughts.
Hey, did you know Josh Altman and Heather had their baby?
No, I didn't know that.
They had a little girl.
Okay, well, I'll have to Google it.
Named Alexis, I think. I don't think they're showing pictures yet.
You know what's sad?
What?
When it's in the off season, I don't care so much.
Oh.
Isn't that terrible to me?
Well, the reason I thought about it was the other day on, I was listening to something on the radio. And they said, we want to wish, I think it was Andy Cohen's thing. Oh. He said, I want to wish these new fathers happy Father's Day. And it was Josh Altman, and it was that guy from Flipping Out. That show I like, where they do that. Flip the Property. Jeff somebody, can't remember his last name. They adopted one. He's married to, that guy. And who else did he say?
Good for them.
Somebody else that had a new baby. Anyway, it was interesting because I had forgotten. I'd forgotten Josh and them were having a baby.
Who's not having a baby? That's the question.
Yeah, a lot of people are right now, aren't they?
Gosh, everybody.
They really are. And now Frederick's going to have a baby.
I know it. When's their driver? Bradley Cooper and Urine. And I called him Urine again. No, it's Urine.
Yeah, isn't that his name?
Nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
And then you've got Alberto.
Yeah.
By the way, I met Alberto. I never told you.
No.
Yeah, I was in New York a couple years ago.
Yeah. He was the one sitting outside the building?
Yeah, I stalked Frederick.
Oh, wow.
Went to the building.
Yeah, it's always fun to do.
Didn't see Frederick. His assistant went back there, and I think he had her lie and say that he wasn't there because she went and talked to somebody.
Yeah.
And anyway, had his cars waxed outside on the in the alleyway, and it was Alberto.
Oh, wow. So he's had him that long?
It's been a few years.
Yeah, that was 2 years. Mm-hmm. Wow. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should take a trip to New York.
Let's go.
And we should try to see him. I think we should set up a time before we go.
Let's go.
And say we're coming by to see you and Ryan, and we're getting interviews. And
that's what we'll do.
That would be awesome.
Need to do it.
That's what we need to do.
Make it happen.
They did say, I don't think it is now, but on this season, but they're doing an Atlanta one. Did you know that? They're going to try to find some people in Atlanta, which would be a good market.
I hope.
Yeah. I just hadn't heard much about it, since I first heard they were going to do it.
Okay, that'd be good.
Yeah, I think that'd be a cool
big
one.
old plantation
that'd
places
be awesome.
out there, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
good deal.
I think they need a Charleston.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be pretty cool.
Of course, we watched somebody that does real estate in Charleston, so we already got one there.
Well, they've hit all the big cities. I mean, that's except Atlanta.
Yeah, but some of them don't work. I don't know if it's the agents or the city. Like San Francisco, Miami. Those two kind of fell by the wayside. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it was a good show.
It was.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Steve's going to do. He needs to do something good.
I know it. We're pulling for Steve.
Yes, we are.
Steve. Needs to get some momentum.
Yep.
Needs to get on a roll.
We want to see you get an easy listing and you just sell it.
That's right.
You don't have to dicker with anybody and keep on fussing them with them.
That's right.
About dogs or no open houses or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We want you to have a good one.
All right. Are those your thoughts?
I think that is all my thoughts for this week.
Mine too. Tell you what, that's a good show. I really enjoyed that.
I did too. It was fun watching all of them on there. It was fun
Yeah.
to see Michael Orber again too.
Yeah.
He's aged.
Strange guy.
He's aged.
Strange guy.
It's just, you think he really has to work?
No.
You think he really does work?
No.
You know, he just does this every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
think so?
he just buys shoes and he
He
drinks
does
wine.
like shoes. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's great. He just lives the life.
Have you looked up Chad Rogers lately?
No. No, he probably looks like the Hulk, though.
Golly, if he kept getting bigger and bigger.
He's
He's selling
machine.
in L.A.? Was
He
it
is
LA?
in L.A. I'm going to tell you, he's done well.
Has he really?
He has
Even getting
killed-
off the show, he's
I
still...
mean, he is one of the biggest names out
No
there.
way.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to look him
Absolutely.
up because,
Oh, he looks like he's not. Looks like he's actually kind of quit working out. Let's see.
well, maybe not as much, but
He's not as big as he used to
I
be.
wonder if he ever got married. He and that girl dated for a long time.
You had that dog. Remember
Yeah, that little dog.
Yeah, I think his family is well established out there,
Oh,
so he gets just by default, everything.
yeah.
And but
Wonder if he'd ever want to come back on the show.
look at that. There's Justin Feichelson with him.
How
about that?
Are you kidding?
April 9th, they were together.
This year?
Yep.
Wow.
So he and Justin are friends.
Wow,
That's
I
interesting.
wonder what Justin's doing now.
Oh, Justin looks good.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're listening to the show in the car, make sure you Google Chad Rogers TV on Instagram and have a look at his Instagram. That's interesting.
Well, is he still selling real estate, Justin? You think?
I don't know.
What was he, San Francisco?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Does he still have curly hair?
Justin does. Yep.
A lot of it?
Can you see that?
Did
There?
he cut it shorter?
A little bit. Not a whole
Yeah,
lot.
I can't really see
He
it. I'll
looks
have to
about
look
the
it up
same.
when we get through.
Kind of looks a little puby.
That's terrible. He was a fun interview.
Yeah, Chad's he's like a skinny muscular. It's odd,
Wow.
but he has ripped. He's
Huh.
in a band.
Wow.
He's got many different cars.
He had a different car every time. I remember when he was on the show. He's evidently done well.
Very interesting, Chad. Well, it's
How
good.
old is he? Do you know?
He's probably getting close to 30,
Yeah. Late 20s.
maybe early 30s. Doubt it though. Let's see, Chad.
Did he ever
Rogers.
get married? Does it say?
No, doesn't say.
He and that girl were getting close to getting married. Mm-hmm. I guess they decided not to.
Yeah, I don't see how old he is. No, don't know.
Anyway, I thought it was a great show this time.
Yeah,
It's fun to go back and look at some of these people that were on them
Isn't it?
at the beginning.
It sure is.
How it's changed.
He looks a little bit like Chris Angel.
He does a little bit. I was fixing to say he's
Kinda
from
creepy
here. He
looking.
does too. I can't really see the screen, but
Kinda.
I remember he used to.
Kind of creepy looking, but
Yeah, a little bit. I wouldn't call it creepy, just different.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun to do that.
We wrote back and forth, me and Chad, for a while.
You think Madison's going to be back this
Yeah,
year?
I think so.
You think so?
He misses it. He had a rough last year.
Gosh,
he
he
had
got
his jaw
skinny.
wired shut, and
Oh, he got really
he got in a
skinny.
bad car accident.
He did?
Oh yeah, he's
What happened to him?
Lost a bunch of weight.
He looked like he did.
Said he went down to like real low.
Really?
Weight, like 100
He didn't
something
need to
pounds.
lose any weight. He was skinny
I
anyway.
know, but he said he stopped eating because he couldn't
Wow.
open his mouth.
He was in a car wreck?
He was in a car wreck. He lost somebody in his family. And,
Oh, what
yeah,
a
he had-
horrible
he had a
year.
rough last year.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it was like awful. It was like break out the violins. And,
Oh, that's terrible.
but he said he was rebounding. He'd been starting to work out.
Oh. He's a nice guy.
Nice guy. Yeah.
He was dating somebody
Oh,
somewhere
yeah.
in there.
3 concussions.
Oh.
Car collision. Somebody ran a red light, hit him in the
3
driver door.
concussions.
Broken jaw. Wired shut. Snowboarding accident. Onslaught of migraines.
Oh.
Lasted for months.
Oh. Well, this is hard.
And that's about it.
It's
Yep.
terrible.
That's-
Well, that's enough.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I would start again.
But he's starting to work out again. So good for him.
good.
I'm
Good for
starting Monday. Oh,
Oh, are you?
it is the big week. Wish me luck. By the
You got
way,
a personal trainer?
yes, I do.
Oh, Jiminy.
Yes, I do. It's going to be rough.
I'll be praying for you.
You do. You do.
You'll be sore that first night, I bet you.
It's been a while.
Hey, how's your house coming?
Good.
Good.
Closed out.
Good. It got closed.
Everything's good to go.
All right.
I'm excited. Madison
Yeah.
Hildebrand's house, speaking of houses,
Yeah.
was intruded by a naked man.
Oh, that's right.
Did I tell you about that?
I saw that on something. I
Yep,
remember that.
all over TMZ.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah, the guy went in there naked and showered.
And he ate something, didn't
And
he?
he had some cereal.
Yeah.
So
That would be funny to come up
he
on.
got
wouldn't it?
security footage of that, and it was quite funny. Yeah, you're not kidding. It would be funny, wouldn't it?
Security.
Yeah, security. Security.
What was her name?
Bon
Quickie?
Bon Quickie, yeah.
That was so funny.
You're funny.
Oh, that was funny.
You're funny.
That was a long time ago.
All right, well, I got to roll.
I do too.
That was a good episode.
It was.
Good show. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
Thanks for being here and a part of the show. This was fun.
Thanks for making me a part of the show.
I can't wait until next week.
Me too, because I'm just anxious to see if Steve's gonna keep that listing.
I know it.
Because he slammed the door and said, "Good luck selling your house."
He'll be back.
Oh, I hope so.
He'll close it for a record price.
You think
watch.
so?
You name
I wish
it.
he would.
I'm gonna bet
now
you
that
money.
the guy's been so ugly to him.
I know. I'd say.
I wish he would get a record price
Yeah, he'll get a record
for
price.
his own benefit.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
The guy overbuilt for the neighborhood anyway.
Yeah, he fancied it up.
Too much.
Fancied it up.
All right. We'll be seeing you.
Well, happy trails to you too.
That was so much fun.
That was fun.
You have good thoughts.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
I must
Sometimes
say.
I do.
Sometimes you
Sometimes they
don't.
come to the surface. Sometimes they hide themselves.
Do they? Just depends.
They do.
All right.
They do.
Very good. Well, until next time. I hate to close it. This was fun.
What was you
Just
were
wanna
going to
talk
say
today.
every week?
I just want to talk today. Oh, I have a good saying. Yeah, and you want me to hit it?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because
I
this
think
was
I'm
fun.
ready. I think I'm ready.
I hate to leave this. I'm going to be lonely.
You want to
after.
tell the joke that Michael Laura told?
You know, I need help. I need somebody to be with me at all times now. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, if you want to pay me, I'll stay.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Now I feel less lonely now that you said that. All right.
That's right. That's right.
Here we go.
All right.
Until next week, this has been Mac.
And Ray.
And I say keep it all biz.
We'll see you on the podcast.